Good morning and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today is Thursday, which means it is BookList Thursday. And BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of thoughts, ideas, books, recommendations, something bookish related. So today I have a very short window of time to film, so we're just going to do this quickly, which actually helped quite a bit in picking the books that I picked. Because today we're continuing our month of must-reads, and so today I have 5 must-read summer books for you. So these are books that go perfectly with a little summer vacation, a little time away, a little day at the lake, whatever it might be. These books you will fly through, and some of them even have some summery vibes to them. So I picked them quick, and I just went with what came to me. So we're going to go with that. First one I actually thought of was The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. So I like to read a chunky-ish book in the summer because I feel like I usually have some more time for it. Maybe not this summer, but usually. So I like to pick up a little bit bigger of a book. I like to pick up a thinker. I like to pick up something that maybe I can go down into a rabbit hole, and this kind of fits all of those categories. So this is set in Texas, 1921. Great War is over. Time of abundance. America's on the brink of new, optimistic era. Things are fabulous. But we have Elsa, who is deemed too old to marry. She meets Rafe and decides to change the direction of her life. With her reputation in ruins, there's only one respectable choice: marrying this man that maybe she doesn't totally love. So then we go to 1934. The world has changed. Millions are out of work. Drought has devastated the Great Plains. Farmers are fighting to keep their land and livestock, and dust storms roll relentlessly through the plains, including where Elsa and Rafe are living on this farm, the farm that is dying. She is desperate to keep her children alive. She will do just about anything to keep her children alive and do what she needs to for her kids. This is really a story about hope in despairing times. This is a story about, this is a mother-child story about basically doing whatever you need to do for your children, regardless of what the circumstance is or regardless of what society norm might be. So, fantastic book. Really loved it. It's not a happy, wonderful read all of the time. So if you're just looking for something light, this isn't necessarily light, but this is definitely a thinker, and I loved it. And it's hot. There's hot stuff in there. Same with this one, Where the Lost Wander by Amy Harmon. This is basically Oregon Trail from our childhood that I played all the time and always died of dysentery, but brought to life in a book. And we follow a family, the May family, 1853, as they head west, and all of the trials and tribulations that occur along the way. It is so fantastic. I loved it. Then we'll do one more historical fiction. I guess I just have a bunch of historical fiction and a couple mystery thrillers. So, next historical fiction, Surviving Savannah by Patty Callahan. Oh, this makes me want to go to Savannah so badly. I mean, that and a million other things. So this follows the steamship Pulaski, right? Yes. I question myself because there's a city not far from here that's Pulaski, and I'm like, am I confusing it? Anyways. It was called the Titanic of the South. In 1838, the Savannah's elite were on board of this steamship. It was tradition at that time to leave Savannah during the really, really hot summer months, take a boat up the East Coast, and kind of go up into like New York for a little break, kind of like, not all of you would know this, but kind of like snowbirds in Wisconsin, people who leave during the winter to go to the warmth in the South. People in the South leave in the summer and come up for cooler air. So a bunch of elite families were on this, and the boat sank. And a lot of this was forgotten for quite a while that this happened until the wreck was found, and now their story's finally being told. So we have dual timelines. We have present day. We have Everly Winthrop is asked to curate a new museum collection focusing on this steamship Pulaski. So she's going through what has been found and what the stories are. And then we go back in time and follow Lily Forsyth and her story that has connections to the steamship. So I really enjoyed it. I know it does have some questionable reviews, or I guess polarizing reviews, but I thought it was fantastic. If you're a historical fiction lover, you'll love it. Then, if you want to go, you know, hang out at camp, we have The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. We have a couple of timelines in this, as well as our main character. What is her name? Because I never forget names. Emma? Yes. Emma goes to camp one summer as a child and ends up being in this cabin with three older girls. In the middle of the night, these girls end up leaving and disappearing, and nobody really knows what happened to them, and they're never found. Emma accuses someone. Emma thinks she knows what happened. Years go by. She is invited back to the camp as a counselor, and she wants to really kind of figure out what the truth is, and we go from there. And it's so fantastic. It's one of my favorite Riley Sager books, so you'll fly through that one. Same with this one, The Girl in the Mirror by Rose Carlyle. So some of this takes place on a boat. And also one of the girls' names is Summer, so I thought that was appropriate. We have twin sisters, Iris and Summer. They are unbelievably identical, and one wants what the other has. How far will she go to get it? And that's all I'm going to tell you. I insist on anyone picking this book up to go in completely blind. I think it's the best way to enjoy this and consume this amazing story. So also a really great fast summer read. That's one you could probably get through in like a day at the lake, because you're not going to want to put it down. So here are my 5 must-read summer books for you. Definitely worth picking up. Head over to Sarah's channel, see what she has selected for summer reads. I don't know what, we kind of talked about this one, so I think I have an idea of a couple of them, but head over there and see what she's got. Otherwise, if you have any great summer reads, comment below and leave them. We can start a list. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye.